Hey y'all, it's your girl Tashondarenae, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm showing you how I make my old school corn pudding. So if you would like to see how I do it, please stay tuned. Alright, so in this recipe, there's no cornmeal or cornbread mix. I didn't grow up eating corn pudding like that. I do enjoy it, but that's just not old school corn pudding to me. So I'm going to show you how I grew up eating corn pudding. This recipe that I'm showing you today is for a 3-quart baking dish, but this recipe can easily be doubled or even tripled. All right, so you're going to need 2 cans of cream style corn, and you're going to add that to a large mixing bowl. To that, you're going to add 12 ounces of whole kernel corn. I used a bag of frozen corn. If you use corn in a can, you're going to want to drain that corn really well before adding it to your mixing bowl. To that, you're going to add your sugar. I'm adding 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. I will be adding more later, but I'm going to start with 3/4 of a cup. Then you're going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 1/2 stick of melted butter, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then you're going to add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Then you want to stir that together until it's well combined. At this point, this is what your mixture is going to look like. It's not going to be super thick, but it does have some thickness to it. You don't want it to be too thin before adding the eggs because the eggs are going to make it really liquidy. Once you have it mixed together, you want to go ahead and taste it to make sure it has enough sugar, vanilla, and nutmeg. I felt that mine needed more sugar as well as more vanilla, so I added 1/4 cup of sugar and 1 more tablespoon of vanilla. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that together until it's well combined. Then I'll add my eggs. Also, I have my oven preheated to 365 degrees. I'm going to whisk my eggs before adding them to the corn pudding. All right, so the last step is to add the eggs. You definitely want to make sure you're mixing the eggs in really, really well. You don't want little pockets of eggs in your corn pudding. Once you have the eggs mixed in really good, you're going to go ahead and add your corn pudding to a buttered 3-quart dish. You're going to bake the corn pudding at 365 degrees until the corn pudding is just about completely set in the middle. I baked my corn pudding for about 60 minutes. And after 60 minutes in the oven, this is what it looks like when it comes out. It looks and smells delicious. One thing about corn pudding is when it's right, and when it's wrong, it's all the way wrong. And let me be the one to tell you, this corn pudding right here is all the way right. Corn pudding is one of my all-time favorite side dishes for Thanksgiving. It's just so good and sweet and buttery. I just love it. It's so good. You definitely want to allow it to slightly cool before you serve it. I recommend waiting at least 10 minutes to allow it to set up properly. Be sure to check out the description box. I'll have everything listed down there that I used, the ingredients and the exact measurements. I also have a corn casserole video on my channel. That is what a lot of people call corn pudding. It has the cornbread mix in it. I have that video on my channel as well, and I'll be sure to link that in the description box as well, so you can check that out if you're interested in seeing the difference. If you have not already done so, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you be a part of my YouTube family. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.